Hey guys, today we're going to be making some music in Garageband, a software that's not commonly used because everyone just uses like Ableton Live 9, FL12, or probably Logic Pro X, which some DJs use. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of videos online and they don't really talk much about like the inner features of Garageband. So today I'm just going to show you something. I'm just going to show you how to make music in Garageband. So here we've got the startup when you open your Garageband. What you basically do is you do not click everything else, you go to empty projects and you open it. Yes, you open it, and then it gives you this list of certain items. So in this case we're going to choose software instruments, play sounds from a Mac, and you'll be given this musical typing board like a MIDI keyboard on your computer. Yeah, so most of the time I'll use this for instrument testing and testing the sounds of certain plugins, certain instruments. So as for now, you do not need to worry about this. Yeah. So in majority of songs, the speed of it is about 120 BPM. So you could tune this up to 128. And as you can see here, the first instrument you'll be getting is the classic electric piano. And this classic electric piano is just like another instrument. In the library you see a lot of different sounds that you can play with. Most of the time the songs that uses lead, probably Arctic Noise lead, any other leads in here, or as an exception I'll use external instruments like what we call plugins. And to access that, you click this knob over here and the info button. Under plugins there'll be instruments, and you click it and you just find instruments that you use. My favorite is Locomotive because it gives those very leady features. You can use it for house, use it for electro house, use it for a lot of different type of EDM songs. So we leave that for later. So now let's start to make the melody of the song. Okay, so now we have came back to this screen. Most of the time I like to start my melodies using the electric piano, classic electric piano. So you make your melodies there, and you activate your loop, and it's going to give you some 4-bar area for you to type in your notes. Most of the time people will say you can just click or drag loops, but most of the time this isn't the case because loops are used for more of gap fillers or probably for progression in songs. If you want to really make EDM songs, you have to make the melodies by itself because it is more original. So as of now, I'll just use the melody I have made in my All We Know remix. Yeah, so let me think. Bring up your keyboard here. Yeah, something that like do do do. Yeah, I'm already like that. So in this case, I'll be right back. Yup, we have gotten that cleared. So now it sounds like this. Yeah, so some of you might think it might sound pretty like thin, so you want to make it more electro-based. Hence, you would now start by using the plugins. So for these plugins that I use here are pre-downloaded, so I'll just take Locomotive and I'll just check which are the best plugins that can be used in this case. Maybe I'll change it to detune. No, detune. It sounds very choppy now, so I could like drop the saw detune, drop it a bit, and lower a bit of the volume. So now you give you this melody that sounds rather leady. Yep, that sounds good. Okay, so now we're moving on to making the beats in a song. So you go to your library again and go to your electronic drum kit, and you see a whole lot of choices. The last one is trapdoor, which is mostly used for trap due to its hi-hats and snares. The one which I like to use is Dilly Beats because it gives a very nice kick and a very nice clap. So command click to access the piano roll, double click it or click this scissors button up here to open the piano roll, and you'll find the snare and kick. See, it gives a very nice snare and kick, like wrong one. Let me tune it up a little so you can hear it. Yes, okay. So now we just input it into a song. Give like just spam the kicks, then we'll make it like a 1-2 sequence in which the clap comes after the first kick. So we just put that inside, then we just copy and we just paste it, copy paste, and more pasting, and finally the last note. Yep, you do not need to adjust any more of the beats unless you want it to be slightly different or you want to use the other sounds in the beats, either hi-hat, percussion, FX hits, synth hits, clap or chord, or you can just jack up the reverb a little. So with this you sound like this. Okay, maybe a bit too fast. Okay, that's a bit too fast. Just redo a little. Just redo it. Okay, it's easier. Yup, that sounds good. Now we'll be adding the bass line of this song. Let's see, we add a new instrument track And we could add like a sub bass first. So you find your library, you type in subby bass, which is used for the sub bass of songs, and we could probably copy this melody over here. Because I'm lazy, I'm very lazy. We'll find this again and we'll insert it inside and listen to it. When you solo it, should sound like this. Okay, a bit too loud, we turn it down. Then together you sound like this. So as you can hear it, you can hear the something fake at the bottom, the bass line, but this might sound a little boring. So we'll add more bass, probably 2 more. I'm not so sure. So you want to give this song the bass line like a fluctuating style. So you want to add a fluid bass to it because Command K, he gives you the keyboard, gives it that dun 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 sound, like a fluctuating style. Oops. So we could add like, okay, let me just listen to it. Okay, let's see. So you want to hum the melody in your mind because it's more useful, I think. Yep, so this is good. So now we just listen to the main melody and the bass itself. Not very nice. It does not sound very nice right now because you can hear that the timing is a bit off. So let me check, maybe we could make this shorter and lengthen this one. We should do it for the back ones also. So it sounds rather pleasing and more like nicer. Okay, this sounds a bit weird, but it's more interesting to hear, so this will allow more people to listen to your songs and whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, so this is how it should sound if you are making like some melody. So just on everything, and we want to add another sub bass because it will sound more fake and there'll be more like it'll have more fatness in the song. So in this case we can probably copy this bassline melody and we add it in the sub bass. Yes, so if you listen to the sub bass, it should sound like this. Maybe we could lower it down an octave. Okay, this sounds pretty okay already. So we'll just unsolo this one and now we just listen to this entire piece. Okay, maybe some of it are dominating. We want to lower down the volume a bit so that we can adjust the volume adjust a little. Sorry. Maybe I'll add a double clap here. Yep, so that should sound fine already. So that basically GarageBand, it's about the same as other softwares, just that it is very limited because you do not have a lot of instruments that is suitable for making this music. So if you want this plugin to, there's only one way to get it, is to buy, like probably Nexus 2, there's probably the Silent One and Massive, which you use for dubstep. The ones that majority of DJs use is Silent One and Nexus because it has a lot of very nice sounds in it. So yes, thank you guys. This is just like a simple tutorial on how to make a melody, an EDM melody in GarageBand. If you got any other questions that you want to ask in GarageBand, like pitching of audio, how to sidechain, how to use loops, or how to put your audio and put samples into so you could drop a comment below and give this video a thumbs up because I'm very okay, never mind. Okay, so thank you guys and goodbye. Yay.